big plays and forcing the fourth down.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to...
Breaks into the open. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss! The whole thought process is just getting the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running behind that left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hoffman. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hits the afterburners. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to...
Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. And you don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. So Missouri will have to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Rebels want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The throw. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. He can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line. You've got to be really smart with this football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle, it's Huffman. They found the tight end, but he could not find first first down yardage, and it'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now they take the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He lets one fly deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line,
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Right out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for
And man, you've got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still.
He lobs one high down the left side. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And you You see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space. And it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl.
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw in...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gibson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Hoffman. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He'll pull it on the read. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage. QB making good decisions.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They're just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Got him downfield. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Tigers are marching down the field. Defense in press coverage. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to...
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about this.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Back to pass on second down. Gonna let it fly. Got it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Rebels in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Odom. Second down coming up. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. As they push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack point.
He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Catch in the middle, it's Manning. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Here comes the heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Look out, he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The play action fake. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And off to Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Rebels are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with 10.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Takes a handoff. It's Gibson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Give to the running back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a...
There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but ooh, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's going to let it go. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Gideon. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.